Hello, my name is Selena, and I'm going to review These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. This is the first book in the series. There is also a sequel and a prequel to this novel that have been published so far. I found this ebook through the Cloud Library app. Hannah is an elemental witch, meaning that she can manipulate the elements. The four elements are water, earth, fire, and air. There are different kinds of witches who display various powers. When someone in her hometown of Salem performs a blood ritual at a bonfire party, things quickly spiral out of control. Witches are not supposed to use their magic in front of regs or non-magic people, but signs of blood witches are everywhere. They remind Hannah of the terrifying New York summer she spent in the clutches of a blood witch, trying to appease her ex-girlfriend Veronica. Fearing that the blood witch might have followed her home or that a witch hunter poses a threat to her coven, Hannah must team up with her ex-girlfriend Veronica to find answers while also avoiding her ex-girlfriend Veronica in hopes of moving on with another. I do have to say that I did not read the prequel, so I did feel as though some information was missing. I thought maybe the experience Hannah and Veronica had with the Blood Witch over the summer would become clear at the end of the novel, but I did not get the full story or understanding. I also felt that magic was missing from this book. The story takes place in the town of Salem, but I felt like the history of the town was not used within the plot. The lifestyle of a witch was not really explained either. Although Hannah is an elemental, we do not get to experience much of her magic. She is an underage witch who's not really supposed to use her magic, so I do understand that, but her coven do not provide much help even though she is constantly in danger. It seemed as though no adults were available to help her in her times of need. I think that the book cover can be quite misleading. The cover looks more like a drama-filled plot when it was really action-packed. The writing was a bit choppy to me. The dialogue and chemistry between characters also felt a little forced. I did not see a strong connection between these characters. The plot jumps back and forth from dangerous situations to romance filled with drama. There was not a great transition between the two. The tone shifted back and forth between suspense and lightheartedness. I felt that it was difficult to see the reasoning behind certain actions. I believe that the character had so much more to worry about than relationship issues. I did appreciate the representation of LGBTQ characters. We had gay, queer, bi, and trans characters. It all seemed very normal in the story and did not feel forced at all. The characters were treated as people and did represent what it is like to date with these labels while still having to deal with the discomfort from people who do not understand. This book falls under the genres of fantasy, romance, and LGBTQ. I would recommend this book to anyone who practices witchcraft, is part of the LGBTQ community, or fantasy lovers. I would rate this book 2 out of 5 stars. I really think that I should have read the prequel, which was published after These Witches Don't Burn, to fully understand the fears of blood witches and the history behind the characters. I think that if you read the prequel first, then read this novel, you would truly enjoy it.